if this game ends up going the distance here, simply because... Spawning in the bottom left-hand position of Inferno Pools here in map number 6 of the Hot Seat Best of 9 by Ding It TV. We're in week 12, and this gentleman has to win a map in order to tie up the series at 3-all. At 17 years of age, I believe our youngest competitor so far, he's played an excellent brand of macro StarCraft. Let's see if he can do it. It's mYinsanity Serral. His opponent spawns in the bottom right-hand position as the very happy-looking blue Terran player, currently up 3-2, taking the lead for the first time in this best of 9. It is our incumbent hot seat champion. Will he be dethroned today, or will he continue his momentum and go to match point? Representing Team Liquid.net, it's Bunny. Well, Bunny, just incredibly strong basic game here. With his Reaper openings, was finally able to crack the nut and do some damage in game number 5. He's going to try and continue that pattern here in game 6. Serral has done a great job all series long, and what he needs to do now is not kick himself. He's done great for 4 games against the harassment, and not so great in 1 game. You know what? As odds go, that's pretty good. That's a that's an 80% success rate. I almost forgot how to maths for a second there. And he just has to take heart from that and know that he is good enough to be able to fend it off. And we'll see what he can do in this game and whether he can tie it up. I really hope we go all the way to a game 9 here. This has been a cracking series so far. As expected, the Reaper is going to be popping out now from Bunny. Guys, make sure you tweet at us what your predictions are actually going to be. Do you think Bunny is going to be able to run away with this, or will Serral be able to peg it back and win the series and dethrone the hot seat champion? At JoRoSaR, let me know what your predicted scores are. I might even try and introduce some sort of prize for people who guess correctly in future weeks. More details to come on that, because I haven't actually worked it out just yet, but that would be pretty cool indeed. Bunny was able to scout first time, saw the Overlord, by the way, and therefore instantly came in. And he's going to be replacing that SCV with the Reaper, which is totally fair enough. He's going to try and do some damage now as well. Where is the spawning pool and the queen? Oh, it's actually quite far away from completion. So we need to get those Zerglings out ASAP. And those are the 4 Zerglings. Just a couple of seconds until they complete. But here comes the Reaper inside the main base. He has to survive now. About 10 in-game seconds. One of those drones. Wow, he's actually going all the way here. And that drone is going to become, by the looks of things, an extractor. Really nice micro so far. Here come the 4 Zerglings. And this Reaper is just going to... Ooh, does he get one? Yes, he does finally get one. Unfortunately, not at the expense of this Reaper, who goes down to 15 health. So, 1 worker down so far. Not catastrophic, but not great as well for Serral. And we have the Reaper teaming up with his friend now. Are we going to see a 3rd one on the way? We are indeed. It's being rallied over. Bunny feeling in his element right now, wanting to try and get as much harassment damage done as possible. He's moving down to the natural expansion. Still a couple of seconds left on the Queen. And we have the 2nd Reaper coming in as well. They're playing tag team just a little bit. They're pincer moving from both sides. A 2nd worker goes down. Bunny is in his element right now. He's trying his best to get another worker kill. More Zerglings popping up. Needs to be so careful. This Reaper's actually going to get cornered. One of them has to go down. No! Okay, that stopped just for a second. I think he could have gotten away with that. My, oh my. Excellent play there. Unfortunately, not quite getting as many as last game, but you know what? 2 workers killed is much better than 0, and he has had a lot of games where it's been 0. He'll take that. And let's see if he's able to... Well, he should be able to comfortably fend off this 7 Zergling counter-aggression here. Not quite getting in time to stop the lift. I was wondering if he was going to go up the ramp just to see if the transfer was going to take place, but he doesn't quite get there in time. The Reapers will be able to go ham on these guys, and the Zerglings are eventually going to have to move out. He's trying to bait the Reapers into open territory so that he can actually fend it off, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. A Roach one going down again for Serral. Is he going to go for an all-in again? He's won 2 really long macro games, but it looks like for the 2nd game in a row he might be going for a similar strategy with Roach and Banelings. Is this going to happen? He's just going to try and deny mining at the natural a little longer. He has actually taken this orbital command down to about half health, so fair enough for him. But the Roach Warren for the 2nd game in a row, very, very interesting to see if he's going to be doing the same thing, because it didn't quite work out last time around. 4 Roaches starting up instantly. It looks like he might be. Another 2 gas geysers. Extractor trick to maximize that population he has to work with here for another couple of roaches to pop out, waiting for those larvae to spawn. And, well, okay, we have the layer coming in, so we're at least going to be investing as far as roach speed, as far as I can tell. So this is going to be interesting. You're going to have to rely on roaches actually to defend against these Reapers and Hellions. So he's not doing the same thing. He is openly showing these units. Oh man, and empty bunkers do not a happy bunny make right now. As these Hellions, I mean, they're actually struggling a little bit to contain these Zerglings, while a couple pick off SCVs inside the mineral line. That's a really, really good job from him there. 4 workers killed versus 2 in Serral's favor right now. He is up 37 to 28, and these roaches have held strong. So, opting for a slightly different strategy. It seems to have paid off so far in this game. He's teching up slightly earlier as well, so he doesn't get caught out with superior tech later on in the game. This Overlord also spots the 3rd command center, sees that Banshees are probably incoming, thanks to the tech lab on that starport. So all good at the moment. The first Banshee not even going to hit workers. He's just targeting down these roaches right now. Generally speaking, this just gets slowed down considerably. 2 Spore Crawlers in the natural expansion. I presume there's one more in the main. There is indeed. Alongside a Spire is getting put down right now. I think this Overlord should just about bite the dust. And he won't see the double engineering bay going down behind the base here. Yep, that Overlord does indeed go down. These Zerglings a little bit out of the way. I wonder if they're just there for run-bys in case he sees Bunny move out a little bit later. We actually have Cloak coming in for the Banshees as well. So you have another one coming in here on the rear side. And I'm not sure it's going to get too much done with the Spore Crawler there as well. He's actually moving back towards the front. But even there's a Spore Crawler in place. So both Banshees out now in force. They're going to try and pick off this Queen. They will be able to successfully do that. Oh! Don't target the roach randomly. Alright, and here we go. Alright, this is a bit of a YOLO push right here, guys. A lot of Hellions. This is roast drone. Barbecue season coming down in the natural expansion. Oh, and an excellent placement of that evolution chamber. Great immediate thinking there coming out from Serral to stop these units from getting much damage done. But 17 workers killed this game so far. We have the counterattack from those Lings at this bunker. And even though there are no units inside it, there are a lot of SCVs to repair it. And this Banshee is actually able to fend it off. So the counterattack isn't going to work as well. The Hellions are back now too. Serral with a really good idea, but just unable to pull it off, unfortunately. Didn't quite have the amount of DPS required to stop this bunker from being repaired and just have it burned down. Although, frankly, this supply depot is looking pretty tasty itself. There we go. SCVs are coming down to repair it and put the fire out. So what's the situation looking like now, guys? Well, we've got the layer complete now. Fair enough. We don't have roach speed in yet. We've got Zergling speed at the moment. Getting +1 flyer attacks and just focusing all our gas on the Mutalisks for now. They are going to be on the map. They will be able to stop these Hellions from doing anything useful. Good cloak there on the Banshee to prevent them from coming in. And, well, spotting this Banshee is going to be excellent. That should just be a Banshee for free, but I believe there's a second one. There is out here that hasn't been spotted just yet. Or has it? No, the Mutalisks aren't actually flying back for it. So what can these Mutalisks do? Oh, that Widow Mine. I think you saw that Widow Mine as well. Needs to be so careful on the edge of the cliff. And he's now inside the mineral line, just outside of missile turret range, being as annoying and offensive as it could possibly be. The Banshee on the other side is coming down into the natural expansion. Now, where the layer is, we'll be able to spot that the Spore Crawler is here, but can comfortably stay out of range and just hit the workers on the gas here. So both sides just playing pick and mix in terms of damage right now. And that's fair enough. I mean, are we going to see the Spore Crawler re-burrowed? Oh, I think we kind of should, to be honest. That's a lot of damage being done right now. And, ooh, actually, the Banshee gets picked off. A momentary lapse of concentration. I actually think he could have killed the Queen. That was 2-hit kind of territory. But he was focused on picking off a worker. Oh, God! I'm sorry, the screen went straight over that. Only 5 muters remaining here. 4 muters, pardon me. And that was pretty painful. 21 to 14 workers killed in Bunny's favor right now. Worker count currently 45 to 53. Ooh. Hasn't been dropping mules from that command center in a while. And the supplies are currently 101 to 87 in favor of our Team Liquid player. So still edging a little bit ahead in this contest. And great placement of those Widow Mines, preventing those mutants from doing any more damage. I think the mutants basically have to fly out at this point. I mean, these bases are just so well covered. 4 mutants are going to take forever to pick off an engineering base. So it's not like he's going for that. Maybe he can go for an add-on here on the barracks or something. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. He needs to be so... Oh, man, he's sacrificing so much health to do that. One of the mutas is almost dead as well. Okay, he's just trading health for a couple of workers right now. Fair enough. But what's he going to do about this push over here? We have Hellbats, we have Marines, and a couple of Widow Mines in tow, scanning to pick up all of the active creep troopers. Notice how they're not even halfway to Bunny's base right now. Serral has just been focusing on doing as much harassment damage as he can. That's a lot of roaches coming in to try and flank from the sides, but the Widow Mine should be able to do a good amount of damage. There are 4 of them here, and yes, okay, we have actually got an Overseer. Well, that actually managed to get taken apart. Ooh, and that actually hurt. But look at this at the third base location. Look at how much DPS is here. This is actually insanely sick from Bunny. And Serral has a fantastic concave, so it might be enough to stop it. But he stops it after the hatchery goes down. So is that really a stop? The supplies are kind of equal, and Serral really wants to be shooting ahead at this point in the game. And the drop's able to go into the main base. Look at how much ground has to be covered, and the roaches are so much slower than speed Zerglings. This is just really, really excellent coming out from our Team Liquid player right now. And I love how he's dropping the Marines to take advantage of the Mutalisks as well. Both players dancing around right now, trying to kill off those workers. The Mutas trying to go after the Medivacs, but not able to do so because the Marines just keep dropping from them. But it looks like this one, I think... I mean, we should just have a boost available. Boost? Boost? Anytime? Any... Rip. What about these guys? No, no, mate. You can't drop that there. You definitely can't. Alright, there's the boost. And I think the mutas are just going to be able to chill out over this one as well. I'm pretty sure that just got used. It did indeed. Boost available now. Now? Now? No. No. Okay. Nice Widow Mine placement there as we have Serral with the counterattack with the roaches coming in. Now this... if only he had a couple of Banelings to deal with that. I mean, that is a ridiculous amount of DPS. But, you know, at the end of the day, roaches are very, very hardy creatures. They're 145 hit points versus the 55 of these Marines. So he does have to be careful. But with siege tanks out on the field as well, I think Serral is going to find it a little bit difficult without other supporting units. And this is something you don't see very often. Look at this, a sensor tower on the third base location to maybe have maximum advanced warning of any Mutalist attacks that might be popping in place here. Nobody notices me, I'm just a Marine. Oh, never mind. Everybody notices me, I'm not a Marine. Well, nice stim, Serral, but it's not going to do you much good. A couple Marines going down for free, not the biggest of deals there. And here are the Banelings to back it up. So Serral, okay, he's got centrifugal hooks nearly done as well. And wow, that's that's literally a red hot rally point there for those Banelings. We're actually going to be moving up and around, so he wants to try and see if he can squeeze in and surprise his opponent with a flank here. Now that could end up being quite interesting indeed. And unfortunately that drop, there wasn't actually a unit holding the watchtower. He might have been able to catch a glimpse of this. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen now. The sensor tower will be able to see that these guys are on their way. Oh, man. He has to target those Banelings down with the siege tank so much. Here we go. Is he doing it? Yes, he's targeting it down. He selected the siege tank. Oh, beautiful first hit. Excellent second hit. All the Banelings are basically gone before any of the Marines go down. There is no way he can win this fight. GG instantaneously. Fantastic spur-of-the-moment micro from Bunny. And he goes up 4-2 in the hot seat best of 7, which means, ladies and gentlemen, he is now on match point.